the imam. I'm trying to follow the imam. Like, "Psst, you want to go outside? I think there's donuts on the table out there." And he's like, "Donuts?" He puts the mushaf on the shelf and he said, "I'll just slip out for 2 minutes." And he's gone. He's outside playing basketball with his friends or so on, and he's finished. That's level 6. And for those of you who are very focused on the halal meat issue, you are at level 6. You are at level 6. Why? Because someone will do shirk, they will take riba, they will have a girlfriend, they will drink alcohol, but as long as he eats halal meat, it's all good. Al-Fadil wal-Mafdul. Level 7. Level 7. Let's just say the person's protected from all those levels. And there are people like that. Of those people who was protected, all levels, was Amir al-Mu'mineen Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu anhu. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that anytime you take a path, oh Umar, the shaitan takes a different path. He's like, oh, Umar's coming, let me get out of the way. So what level is Umar radiallahu anhu at? He's at level 7. And that is that if shaitan cannot get to you, he will raise hell from his army of humans and devils to destroy you. Do you think he succeeded with Umar radiallahu anhu? Abu Lu'lu' al-Majusi. Abu Lu'lu' al-Majusi, fire worshipper, Satan worshipper, hiding in the masjid, waiting till Umar radiallahu anhu prays Salat al-Fajr, comes walking out in front of him with a dagger and puts it into his stomach. Poisoned. Shaitan was at level 7 with Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu anhu. If you can get to that level, you will be tested like you've never been tested before. And these are some of his techniques. Number 1 is the footsteps of shaitan. The footsteps of his shaitan, I gave you the example of the people of Nuh, that he didn't tell them, worship the idols. He said to them, why don't we take a Kodak moment of this? A Kodak moment. So that we will remember all the good times we had with those beautiful shiyu. A digital camera, mashallah. Here's the camera photo. Let's put it up on the wall because the bigger pictures you can see better. And then they died. And then the kids came, they're like, why did our parents do this? They said, I guess they wanted to worship him, let's do what they did. And they started worshiping the idols. Those are 3 steps, the footsteps of shaitan. Number 1 is that he will make you think that it's a harmless action, but it's bid'ah. Or he'll make you think that it's a harmless sin. It's nothing. It's no big deal. There's difference of opinion. Sheikh so-and-so said this and that. Right? So it's harmless. Step 2 is he will take all the people of knowledge away from you. So you're hoping that if you ever step out of line, there will be someone to tell you, no, you've gone too far. But shaitan's next step is to get rid of the people of knowledge. So now you have no people of knowledge around you. Ask yourself, when you have fatwa questions, do you have people to ask? I'm sure many of you will say, if not all of you, there is nobody within our vicinity to ask when we have questions. Step number 3 is that shaitan then switches it to kufr and shirk. Shaitan then flips it to the kufr and shirk. Other techniques, interesting, is outstanding debts. Credit card debts. Even regular halal debts even. Prophet ﷺ said, يَغْفِرُ لِلشَّهِيدِ يُغْفَرُ لِلشَّهِيدِ كُلَّ ذَنْبٍ إِلَّا الدَّيْنِ. That even the shaheed, even if you go to the battlefield and you're in a blessed jihad and you are killed fi sabilillah, the dayn, the debt that you had will not be forgiven. You have to pay back the dayn. And I'll give you this example. Many of you might be shocked, but guess what? Student loans are riba. It's a shock, right? Student loans. I have $60,000 on a student loan. What if you died before you paid that off? That's a riba. It's not even a halal loan. It's a riba loan. You've paid interest. You're paying interest on it. You're going to war with Allah and His Messenger for that loan. And then you die. Do you think people are going to pay off the loan? No. The file gets closed. Do they forgive you? No way. They hope someone will pay for it, but they have no one to pay. So you go to the hereafter with a $20,000, $30,000 loan of riba. It's not even a halal loan. Halal loan, you wouldn't be forgiven for that. It's a riba loan. And as one of the companions said, that the person who comes on the Day of Judgment, let him take his weapons and be ready to fight because he's going to war with Allah and His Messenger. And I know I shocked you because I know that we're plagued with stuff like that. Riba loans, did shaitan implement his plan? Yes, he did. The other thing shaitan does is he plays mind games. That even there's a student, someone comes to the masjid, they start asking a series of questions that are innocent. Who created this masjid? Allah. Who created the heavens? Allah. Who created the sea? Allah. Who created this flower? Allah. And then shaitan said, who created Allah? And the person said, who did create Allah? And when they get to that level, shaitan is taking that on step. It's a mind game that shaitan plays, and he knows where he's going with that. And the Prophet ﷺ said, فَإِذَا بَلَغَ, that when the person gets to that level of question, فَلْيَسْتَعِذْ بِاللَّهِ, he should say, أَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ وَلْيَنْتَهِ. And he should desist from continuing in that. The technique of shaitan is that he will make haram look good. When I tell you something is haram, it won't even seem like it's haram. It will actually look nice. And so for example, let's say, okay, mashallah, there's a lot of sisters here. What if a mouse started running over, the lap of all the sisters? Do you think they would be sitting quietly? They start screaming like crazy. And I can't even go to that pitch of scream. The kind of scream that they'll scream. They will scream, and you know it, because you know an ant falls from the ceiling and lands on the head of a sister. In that instant, the sister will just explode like an ear-pierced bomb with her voice. But then, this is the same mother that takes her child to Disneyland. Oh look, there's a big fat mouse called Mickey Mouse. Let me take his hat and put it on my child. Oh, you look so cute, looking like a rat. Right? Let me take a picture with you. And I'm sure even if those parents, you go home, see the photo album, their child is standing beside Mickey Mouse somewhere along the line. What happened there? What happened is that you just got a glimpse of how shaitan can flip things. And so, for example, something will be haram, but it will look good. It will look good, and the person, if you're only trying to use your intelligence, you will be misguided. You have to follow the Quran and Sunnah, and follow the guidance of the Quran and Sunnah. And so I'll give you an example of, just what I said about riba loans. And I said student loans, even though a person said, I need an education, this is a great education, and so on and so forth, let me go to war with Allah and His Messenger. Education is important in Islam. And it sounds good, even student loan, I'm a student, everything is okay for a student, right? They can miss Jummah, they can take riba, they can do all of these things. But no, shaitan flips it, so the person, a new word is used, and they don't realize the haram that's happening. The technique of shaitan to take very small actions, but just make the person commit these sins. Very small actions. So shaitan, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, وَلَأُضِلَّنَّهُمْ. This is the statement as recorded in the Quran of shaitan. وَلَأُضِلَّنَّهُمْ وَلَأُمَنِّيَنَّهُمْ وَلَآمُرَنَّهُمْ فَلَيُبَتِّكُنَّ آذَانَ الْأَنْعَامِ وَلَآمُرَنَّهُمْ فَلَيُغَيِّرُنَّ خَلْقَ اللَّهِ. In this ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that I'm going to misguide them, I'm going to, take them astray, and so that all of these things, building up, what are you going to do? I'm going to make them cut the earlobes of the animals. That's all you're going to do? And I will make them change the khalq of Allah. The creation of Allah, they will change it. And so what the Arabs used to do is, they used to cut these animals, and they had like superstitions connected to snipping the ears of the animals. They had camels and so on, and so on. And I'll just give you this example of تغيير خلق الله. تغيير خلق الله. And I know there's going to be a shocker. Maybe the sisters are here. I know it's going to be a shocker. And many of you might not have known this, and you're knowing it now. This is one of the techniques of the shaitan, is the plucking of the eyebrows. Plucking of the eyebrows for women. And what this is that a woman will take the excess hair that's above her eyebrow, and she will pluck it. And she will shape her eyebrows in a way that she thinks is beautiful. And the Prophet ﷺ said that the woman who does this is cursed. And the woman who does that to another woman, or anybody, man or woman, is also cursed. The person who does the plucking. And like I said, I know it's a shocker. Many people don't even know this.